Welcome back to Just Call Me Viv. This is episode 4, and actually the third episode in our second act mindset series. The last time we built your internal compass, we discussed your values, your non negotiables, your lessons. Today we're stepping out with the compass in hand and looking at the digital landscape of modern dating, the online dating apps. Because let's be honest, in this season of life, most of us aren't meeting at college mixers or late night parties anymore. We're meeting people online, and apps can feel like both a blessing and a curse. They're doors, but not every door leads to the same kind of room. Today, I want to help you choose the right doors for the life you're building. Match. Let's start with a solid house, an oldie but goodie. Think of it as the sturdy old house in the neighborhood. It's been around since the 90s and it still has roots. Because it is a subscription based program or app, many people see it as a place for serious daters. And research shows that Match has one of the highest rates of leading to long term relationships. When I started off with Match. I wasn't there for long, probably a couple of weeks. But I noticed that the profiles were more thoughtful and longer, and people are writing about who they were and what they wanted. It felt more traditional, comforting in some ways, but sometimes stiff. If you're looking for stability, this house might feel like the right home for you, and it's a great app for those of you starting out. My challenge with Match was I didn't find the filters to be good enough. You get people from long distances. It's really hard to figure out people's intentions, and you sort of get a lot of people who may not be dating or looking for the same things that you're looking for. So, again, my experience with Match was short lived when I first joined the online dating world this spring. The second app that I actually tried and the one that I like the best is Hinge. And Hinge is a little different. If you think of Match as a house, think of Hinge as the cafe. It's modern, it's conversational, and it's playful. You don't just upload photos on Hinge, you actually answer prompts. And I think the prompts are really a lot of fun. So I'll give you an example. A prompt could be like, my ideal Sunday is, or the way to win me over is, or I'm weirdly attracted. It gives people something to respond to, which makes conversations flow a little more naturally. You don't have to pour your soul out or give a lot of details or information about yourself, which is great because someone who's interested in you is actually going to send you a like or a match. And those people who aren't interested in you or aren't initially attracted to your profile are going to just skip over you. And that's totally fine. According to Hinge, 3 out of 4 first dates lead to a second. And honestly, I believe it. When I tried Hinge, I went on a couple dates. Those didn't pan out. And then I had scheduled a couple more, but then I met the person that I dated seriously for a couple months. And I will share a bit more about that experience. But so I found that more matches led to people initiating, asking you on a date, which I found was really positive. Um, and so with Hinge, because the conversations feel easier and lighter, um, I really, I enjoyed it, and this may be the spot for you. I also found that the range of the quality of daters is better on Hinge, and you get a range. Now, if you're a person, a woman, in particular in her 40s or 50s, you may get a lot more younger men who show up as on your standouts page or recommended daters. So keep an open mind is all I'm saying about Hinge. The next three, I should say, that I'm going to talk about, but that I have no experience with, are Tinder, Bumble, and Plenty of Fish. They're bustling, crowded, loud, lots of options, lots of energy, but also a lot of sorting. So if you're clear on what you want, you might find gems there, but if you're not, it's easy to get lost in the noise. So what I'm saying is go back to your values. What are your goals in dating, and let that be the guide in choosing which online dating platform is best for you. I also suggest that before you pay for a subscription, that you test out the apps and see if you like the interface. I think some are easier to navigate than others. Um, so again, lean on your compass. Without it, the busy kind of bustling apps like Tinder, Bumble, and Plenty of Fish are going to be overwhelming. And so again, look at them, consider them if you're not as overwhelmed by a crowded dating marketplace. One that I didn't mention that I also tried early on was Chispa, which again is owned by the Match Group. That one felt like the Lord of the Flies. Honestly, I gave that one less than 48 hours. It was just way too overwhelming for me. So what I really stuck to was Hinge. And I was probably on Hinge for a little bit over a month um, when I met someone that I was seriously dating for a couple of months. So my romance, which was amazing. And I'll probably talk about that at some other point. So moving on, how do you choose which one? Again, by matching your goals to the platform. If you're looking for long-term relationship, Match or Hinge might probably fit you best. If you're looking for something lighter, maybe Bumble works. And you can also, on Bumble in particular, you can go there to make friends or professional contacts. Uh, but again, be intentional about why you're going on these platforms and what you're looking for. Otherwise, the apps are going to choose for you, and you may be matched with people that you're just scratching your head and wondering like, I'm not sure if this person is the right person for me. So here's an exercise. I want you to create your own dating app decision matrix and write your goals on one side, long term. That's whether you're looking for long term companionship or casual, and the apps on the other. And then draw the lines and see what aligns. It's simple, but it changes the way you approach the apps. So you stop wandering through like endless doors and start choosing the ones that lead to where you want to go. For me, I knew that I wanted a long term relationship, and that's what I was looking for, and that's what I'm still looking for. And so I have no interest in casual dating. So I steered away from apps like that. So remember, apps are tools, they're not destinations. They don't define your worth or your chances at love. They're just doors, and you get to decide which ones to open. Next time, we'll talk about your profile and how to build one that feels authentic, safe, and magnetic, because your profile is your digital first impression, and we want it to sound and look like you. Until then, choose your doors with intention and remember to take care of your heart. Until next time, take care.